Hey everybody, today we're going to be demoing our AMP feature set. That stands for Asset Management Platform. Uh, this is the sort of tools that are utilized by operators, asset managers, and the O&M community to make sure we keep our systems running smoothly. Cool, we're going to start here. I went ahead and selected a pre-configured list of operating assets. I'm on the map view in the energy module. Quite diverse, regionally speaking. Over on the dashboard in the energy module, you'll see a list of projects pop up in the center of the screen. The color coding is intended to raise critical issues that may need attention to the surface. Green means good. Shout out to the asset management team in charge of this one. Across the top, you'll get a sense of key metrics, of course, system size, actual generation with revenue grade meters, weather adjusted expected generation, forecast fed by your choice, helioscope, PV syst, or any model that you may want to use. We could pick any time frame we want to look at, fully customizable. Down here we call widgets. This one in particular, emissions, is driven by an hourly engine that helps us calculate the real displacement of carbon intensive fossil fuels. Graphically speaking, we can break this out by project. We can really look at this in a lot of different ways, as well as downloading that data to take kind of offline. I'm going to go ahead and select a specific project here, just to kind of dive a level deeper. It's a 149 kW system in New York. You'll see some of the similar widgets off on the right-hand side. You'll also see another layer deeper in terms of device level insight. All of our projects and assets are tracked down to this level. So here we have a generation revenue grade meter, measure logic. You'll notice not only are we pulling the energy data up through to the Ecosuite, but also metadata associated with these devices, which really helps us address potential faults or replacements that may be required in the future. This is all natively handled by our underlying infrastructure. Here we have a solar edge inverter, same, you can see the metadata associated with this. I'm gonna hop over into the Photos tab, and this is obviously really cool because it's important for us to get eyes on our assets, particularly during seasons of high soiling like snow season, which here in New York, we're just coming out of. I can roll this back last month and see all the images collected over the course of that month. Let's see if we can get any ones with snow. There you go. How about that? Snowy day, production, probably not looking too good. Look at all that snow. I'll go ahead now and hop over into the events module. I'll back up into the portfolio so we can get a sense of all of the events we deal with across all of the regions that these projects reside. Some of the events that asset managers like to record are around inverter outages or payment due dates or underperformance or soiling or broken modules and issues with devices, really a whole slew of event types. We can sort those by high priority, low priority, medium priority. We can search this very effectively down here. We can create new events and apply them to specific projects very easily. These events go a long way to support future automated events and predictive maintenance that is associated with the capabilities of our edge compute technology. Over on the service request side, this is how we communicate things that need to get done in the field with our field service teams. Within any given service request, let's look at this inverter fault, kind of a classic service request item. We can see lots of data, a summary of the context from our team. We can export this service request and capture it as a PDF or a Word doc. And last but not least, gonna give you kind of the economics lens. This is where asset management teams can track invoices and statements from the relevant stakeholders. So we track a few different metrics here. In this case, the utility sends us a statement, an asset manager uploads that statement, and we are actively comparing advised income and production to what we're measuring ourselves. with our revenue grade meter. All this data is housed here, and we're able to track the sort of arrears that may be accruing. Finally, over in the IRR report, we gave a taste of the IRR report in the Forge demo as well. But I'll call out here that as a project moves into operations, it is very powerful to be able to compare our forecasted, be it revenue or expenses, to what's actually hitting the bank account. And to take that one step further, we enable asset managers to not only compare what was forecasted to what's actually happening in my accounting system, which is this yellow box here. We also have the ability to have what we call anticipated, right? Because what actually hits the bank account may not be what I expected based on the revenue grade data that I've got at this site. So we need to be able to compare that nuance as well to effectively keep us on track with our performance targets, our financing covenants, and so on. All right, final note here, just to give folks kind of a tangible sense of where all this data comes from. We've got kind of a very high level schematic of the edge compute technology. This is open architecture edge compute technology that makes everything that you just saw possible. We refer to this technology as a node. We are able to communicate with any DER that you can think of through a plugin framework that utilizes the industry-leading security methods. Glad to be able to show you a taste of our AMP feature set, both the hardware and software side. And reach out if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.